Peace. All right. So, the sun is no longer in Leo. I was gonna do this video yesterday because the moon is actually 28 degrees Virgo right now, and that just happens to be on what is called my Juno. Your Juno is, they say, your wife. For a man, it's your wife. For a woman, it's you acting in your ideal highest state to attract your ideal man. Okay, obviously things are different for a man and for a woman in the chart. Like, women are typically ruled by the moon. I mean, women are ruled by their emotions. I mean, we ain't trying to get all sexist and all that. I mean, this is how it's supposed to be. This is called nature. All right, you have empathy for things, because you're the earth, you know what I'm saying, in fucking physical form or what have you, in human form. So the earth does what? Help things grow, right? The earth nourishes, right? The soil. You're the woman. That's what you do. Like, you nourish your child, your breast, right? You can naturally feed your child. You don't need nothing but some water for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's because that's your nature. That's what you're supposed to do. So anyway, the sun is now 0 degrees Virgo, and the moon is in Virgo. So it's kind of like a new moon in Virgo, although we had our new moon in Leo because it was at 28 degrees. But when you got the energies are the same. It's the same type of effect. So you know what I'm saying? Basically, Virgo is about, it rules the 6th house. It is the version of the Bible, because they say Virgo and Pisces are unique. Jesus is the fish, right? And that's because Jesus was created, Jesus was created in the age of Pisces, okay? Pisces is the 2 fishes, and that's that when you got Jesus in the back of the cars, but I'll find one right now. I can't find one, but anyway, so you know what I'm saying? And Virgo represents the Virgin, the Virgin Mary. Okay, so Pisces is the direct opposite of Virgo. That represents the Christ coming out of the Virgin. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Virgo is supposed to, they say Virgos is the biggest freaks. Just throw that out there. But it's because it's about details. It's about it's the negative or the feminine side, if you will, of Mercury. Mercury is your mind. So when you think about every little detail, how every little thing supposed to go in life, getting your stuff together, this or that or the third, that's Virgo. Your job, that's Virgo. Capricorn, in contrast, just for further studies, is more of your career, and you can look at Virgo more like your job. In your physical body, me and my wife was talking about this. This was cool. Hold on. Excuse me. I know you be talking. I ain't drunk nothing. But hold on. Has anybody ever drunk these before? Anybody know these? I ain't trying to get nobody no free promotion, none of that shit, but that's pretty good. My first time tasting it. And that's interesting for me personally, being that I'm a Gemini. The Virgo energy is somewhat, eerie for me, if you will. That was a bad word, like it's scary or some shit. But that's a 90-degree angle, so that's what you call a hard angle. So you know what I'm saying? It's the other side of Mercury, which a Gemini is already two-headed anyway, right? Split personality concept of the Gemini. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you add Virgo, that's like a third personality of one sign or one planet or whatever. And it's basically play out like a Gemini. Since he see both sides of the situation, he feel like he don't need to get into the details. You see what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, I got that figured out. I skimmed past I got the broad view of it, so that's what it is. I'll leave it alone. When Virgo is like, hold on, how this work? Let me tear this apart. Blah 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 blah. So you know what I'm saying? My wife was talking. It was like, well, Gemini rules the arms, and Virgo rules the hands. And it's like that's interesting. So basically, Mercury is your arms, because my wife is the exact opposite. So she's a Sag. So Jupiter, Sagittarius, rules your thighs, okay, and your hips and your thighs, and Pisces, which is the other side of Jupiter, Sagittarius, Pisces, rules your feet. So Jupiter is essentially your legs. So, you know what I'm saying? I got traffic, so it's kind of fucking up my concentration. But anyway, Mercury basically, like I said, rules your arms, and Jupiter rules your legs. And like a way you can look at, God damn, they fucked this up too. A way you can look at Pisces is ruling your feet is like your foundation. Your spirit, Pisces is your spiritual belief. So that would be your foundation. That's what you stand on. You see what I'm saying? That's why Christianity is a belief-based religious system. You see what I'm saying? It's not much science in the form of Christianity that the world practices on the majority. Okay, Gnosticism would be the scientific aspect, the esoteric aspect, the metaphysical aspect of Christianity, and this is what all so-called black folks were before, the 1400s. So whatever. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Sun and Moon's in Virgo, so it's about work. It's about what I'm saying, analyzation of the plus Mercury's in retrograde, and since Mercury rules Virgo, see what I'm saying, that's gonna make this month a little. I think it go. I looked it up. I can't remember. I don't think it's gonna be in retrograde this whole. Matter of fact, it go retrograde back to Leo, right at 28 degrees, right where the new moon was, which is interesting, and then it go back forward. So that's gonna be interesting. Excuse me. So anyway, yeah, I really didn't feel like doing this because Virgo, like I say, Virgo energy is kind of, for me, it's just that 90-degree angle. But as far as my philosophy goes, it makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you a little bit. Like for Sagittarius specifically, they ultimately need to conquer the Pisces energy. You feel me? Like you talented, like I say, you talented, but you got to believe in your talent for you to, take it to the world stage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Gemini got to conquer Virgo in the sense that, like I say, the basics of it. You can grasp the concept, but do you understand the details? You see what I'm saying? And I would tell you that is my issue with a lot of this, with a lot of the law aspects of things because of the wording, every little word. It's a difference between the word of and the word for. Within the Constitution, like a bitch, and it's like big differences in the two, and little shit like that is all through it. It's all, and it's just annoying as hell, and So, but anyway, yes, yeah, Libra next is next. Peace.